My name is Mama Numba, aka Honey La Rochelle. Our show is now affectionately called The Nerd Out with Mama Numba. We are decoding relationship between notes and numbers.
It does teach you to read chords.
The way numbers have been a blessing.
It would make it so much easier
to transpose.
Feel valuable and not try to shrink back into my shell.
Learning the number system is like learning financial literacy, an essential skill that would help you navigate your career confidently, yet it's astonishingly absent from traditional training.
That has really been blessing me.
Have music be my happy place and also the place that I monetize my life.
Huge leap for a musician.
100%.
If you know your numbers in which key you're in, then that's half battle.
That's where the importance of reading by numbers
is helping me fit in.
to explain myself.
And so that's something that I use regularly.
Good. You want to have your musicality, your musicianship on point.
When you're learning chords, I can easily calculate. I know how to find those notes.
But like on the spot, that is so challenging.
It feels so freeing. I'm talking about when I was singing.
You can move it around in different keys. It doesn't matter.
If you know your numbers, you can make sure that your show slays even if your musicians didn't take the time to learn it properly.
Without you,
I actually don't know my numbers.
I wrote this song with the number system.
Make them married together.
SingByNumbers is a method that teaches singers the language of music that all instrumentalists and musicians are already speaking.
It was the universal language we can all speak.
really, it's the simplified.
It relates to everyone. The number system kind of helps you guide through that.
It's definitely imperative for everybody to know the numbers.
My name is Mama Numba, aka Honey La Rochelle, and we are here live every Wednesday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern.
It's also helpful when I'm transposing. So I'm thinking if I need to transpose that quickly into another key, I go to numbers, and it makes it so much easier for me to transpose. And so that's something that I use regularly.
My goal is to transform the lives of 10,000 singers.
If you knew that if you work with this person, they're going to cause you less stress and cost you less money, wouldn't you call them first? Don't you want to be that guy? I'm that guy. I really enjoy being that guy. You too, my friend, can be that guy. Sing by numbers. Learn some musician speak.
So it's real simple. In any basic song, what you usually have is 1, 5, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. That's usually most chords of most patterns.
I feel extremely blessed. Have music be my happy place and also the place that I monetize my life.
If I need to transpose that quickly into another key, I go to numbers and I think, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 1. And so now I know that's 1, 2, 3, 1 in any key. So now if I'm going to go to the key of B flat, what's 1 of B flat? And it makes it so much easier for me to transpose. And so that's something that I use regularly.
Knowing my numbers has saved my life from so many potential train wrecks.
Don't you want to be one of the cool kids? Who doesn't want to increase their value, right? The way to become one of the cool kids is by nerding out.
I would love to learn Sing by Numbers because with all of my experience, if I knew the numbers which represent intervals and chords, it would make it so much easier for me to explain myself.
So having these numbers has been super supportive because I've played in Africa, I've played in Paris, and all of the times if I can say to them, go to the 4, I could do this whilst I'm singing. The numbers are super valuable. And most singers don't know this language, but all musicians know this language.
If you're looking at a beginning by numbers theme, and I do love this system because it does teach you to read chords, that's where the importance of reading by numbers comes into play.
So far, the way numbers have been a blessing is helping me fit into band musical situations.
Because you were really like a dancer who could sing.
Yes.
And this is an upskill that could support at some point in your career when you're speaking with musicians, when you're speaking with producers. You know, there's so many moments that when you're being thrust into that new environment,
It gave me a certain confidence that others didn't have so that I could step forward and be like, oh, well, I'm a singer too. I can hit these notes.
Thank you.
I know what I'm talking about. And it gave me a lot more confidence to be able to, just interject and make myself invaluable to the productions that I was a part of.
My life, had it not been for her, I don't even recognize who I am now versus where I was. Two totally different people.
My name is Mama Numba, aka Honey La Rochelle. Let's get nerdy. Let's learn all the numbers that go with every note. Did I mention it's a lot of fun? We are nerding out. What is up, beautiful people? As you heard me say just a second ago, my name is Mama Numba, aka Honey La Rochelle. We're here every single Wednesday at noon Pacific. And today we have a pre-recorded episode because, probably as you're watching this, we are out here traveling in these streets somewhere, but we get to nerd out anyway because we believe in consistency. And I am so honored to say that I have a special guest who is a good friend of mine and a badass artist. So I'm excited to introduce him to you. Won't you help me welcome to the stage, Mr. Ian Vaughn?
What's good? What's good? Thank you for having me. The nerd out. We in this thing.
I love some nerdy, corny stuff. Come on.
Come on, I love it.
Welcome. Thank you for coming on the show today.
Absolutely. Thank you for inviting me. This is like super cool.
Yeah, it's
being
really fun.
Being in the podcast and the creative space. It's always great to tell a different story, talking about the things that we love, from different perspectives. I think this is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and you have an incredible podcast. Can we talk R&B?
I appreciate it. Can we talk R&B? Yeah, and our show is basically just a platform where musicians, singers, songwriters, contributors to the culture of R&B music and the music industry, executives, across the board, have conversations about why we love R&B, our contributions in terms of what we've created, or all these different things. And then we talk about the cool things like our favorite song, whose songs rock the party better in this particular element, all these different things we do. So, it's fun.
Well, you guys, you should just go ahead and go to this website, Can We Talk R&B, or you can find them on Instagram, Can We Talk R&B. So after you're done watching the nerd out and nerding out with us, then you could go and check that one. If you're like me and you're a podcast junkie, you just enjoy being inside of all the really cool conversations that are happening in music. Specifically for me, I like listening and being inside of that conversation. So, Ian, welcome to the show. What we're doing here is we're geeking out over the relationship between numbers and notes. Mm-hmm. So my first question to you is, have you ever learned the number system? Have you ever used the number system? Has that been something that's been included in your musical journey?
So, I don't think I've consciously used it in that perspective, but listening to some of the clips, I'm like, you can't help but use it, right? In terms of when you're performing, when you're working with a band, or when you're writing and producing a record. So in that context, I'm sure I am using it, but consciously, right. I'm not like, okay, I'm using the number system. So I'm going to need some education or some re-education on this. I played in a high school band, using treble clef playing. I played trombone, and of course, we did learn that, but I'm a musician mainly by ear and a singer by ear. So I don't really do any of the theoretical things that I should know how to do, which I do need to. I need to know how to do that.
Okay, first of all, we're not gonna should on ourselves. Okay, we're not shoulding on nobody, because you're an incredible musician. You make beautiful music. You have been transforming hearts and minds all over the world for years and years. So it's totally fine and perfect to be where you are. I think that the beauty of the number system and SingByNumbers in general is that it isn't necessary, but it's just supportive. It's like, okay, cool. I know that I was probably calculating some numbers in that interval jump I just did. Mm-hmm. And then what difference does it make if I can then name it? Mm-hmm. And then when you start to be able to name the differences, and you start to be able to name the intervals, and you name the notes, you name the chords, you'll see all these different doors that begin to open just even in your own mind.
Absolutely.
Like, it's a really fun, nerdy journey.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Hence the name, the nerd out. Okay, so you said that you're pretty sure you're an ear trained musician, just like me. Mm-hmm. So we don't need to have the theory, and we don't need to have all of the answers, which is why numbers are so cool, because it is such a simple concept. We all count, right? We all use numbers in our everyday life. Man, when we was kids, we were like hopscotching onto some numbers, and and there's only 8 notes in a scale, and 13 if we're using the half steps, the chromatic. Mm-hmm. So it's a very simple concept that anybody can do. And I'm excited to analyze your song with you today and see how that goes.
Yeah.
So tell me, is there any moment, because you said that there may be times that you're using them but not consciously. Have there ever been moments when you're working with other people or you're in a band setting and numbers are being called out and you found yourself going, oh, that's new, or anything like that?
It's almost like, I've been in the environment, for most of my life. So when I would hear musicians call out, hey, we're going to hit this on the 1 or we're going to hit this on the 2, I understand that from a rhythmic standpoint, or where the first note is, if this, from that pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, that from that standpoint. But I've just never incorporated it. At least, like I said, I've never consciously incorporated it. It's just like, we're coming in here. Okay, I know when to hit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah. So, well, that's cool too, because numbers are involved in music on many levels. So yes, there are these like rhythmic numbers. We're counting the tempos, we're counting the bars, how many beats in a bar.
Yeah.
That's also a group of numbers. And if you're a drummer or a percussionist, you're going to probably find yourself in those types of counting situations.
That's
and
right.
There's all these numbers for the chords. So the bottom line, you're a singer. You are also an instrumentalist. You've heard of solfege? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
That's right, of course.
Okay, so where did you get that? Where was that given to you?
Where did I learn that? I think I learned that just like in church and like in rehearsal, like just, as a kid. Like I don't remember specifically who taught me that scale.
It's just one of those things we all just know. I know.
It's
in life.
I've never been asked that question. I'm sitting here now, I'm like, I feel like I've always known it. I came out the womb.
I think I got it from Sound of Music.
Well, that's when I learned all the other parts of the song, right? Oh, dear, all that stuff. Yeah, that's when I refined that portion. But in terms of just like knowing it, I don't really remember. But I guess it had to be like in choir or something like that.
Yeah, for me, it was like a combination of knowing the song from Sound of Music and then taking a choir course where they had us doing the little hand signals and do mi fa sol la ti. I can't really remember, but anyway,
our choir was good. We weren't that good. We didn't have the hand gesture portion.
Yeah, we was signing. We was out here crip walking. Totally. All right.
About this dough.
Yeah.
You know about this Ray dog.
What you got on my dough, son? Cool. So listen, I'm excited to play your song, and this is called Lay You Down. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the history of the song, or what the song means to you, or what we can expect before we press play?
Well, I mean, I'm an R&B crooner, you know what I mean? So
yes,
to the core. And I do, this song, I wrote this song. Shout out to my brother Derek Harvin. We did this we were in Orlando, as a matter of fact. We were at what's the name of the studio? My God. Anyway,
was it Fight Studio? Was it R&B?
No, we weren't at Fight Studio. Big up to my brother Spike. We were in Winter Haven. I'm sorry, in Winter Springs. Why can't I think of the name? It's a very popular studio. I say the name of the studio, you're gonna say I can't remember. Anyway, we were at the studio, and Derek had this track. I think I want to say my boy Franklin Shaw, big up to Franklin, gave us like the bass line of the track. And we had recorded something else, and we just had some extra studio time. And he was like, man, he just pulled the track up. And I'm like, man, that's hard. That's hard. So I said, all right, let me just go to the mic and just freestyle. I literally freestyled that song.
Oh, I love those gift from God songs.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm not going to say I do that sometimes, but normally I'm a writer. I'm going to sit down and write the song. I literally was at the mic, just catching the vibe of the track. And I just freestyled that song. Shout out to Kevin Cossum. He was in the studio with us as well. And we just knocked the joint out. And, after finishing the record, those killer guitar riffs, shout out to my boy, Tim Marchand. He's one of my homies from Baton Rouge. I sent him the track. I said, yo, man, I got this feel. I sent him a guitar lick that I came up with. So I got this feel, but I need you to put that sauce on it. So that's what you hear, him just going crazy. And we just chopped it up, and that's the record.
Beautiful. Okay, you guys. So this is about to be Lay You Down by Ian Vaughn. Now, Ian, just for your preparation, I'm going to be teaching you how I find the one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be asking you where the one is. And I know that you're going to find it. This is the beauty of Sing by Numbers, is that you already know this stuff. It's actually just like learning what to call it. It's kind of that simple. So
Gotcha.
we're going to enjoy just a little bit of it, and then I'm going to pause because we can't go back in time. We always go forward in time while we do the nerd out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Lay You Down by Ian Booth.
I done done a lot of things.
Already.
But you do many changes. But you said I'm not the same. And I ain't playing no games. Out here saying my name. And that's the same old same. But you know them niggas lame. They wanna take my place. Yeah.
Okay, so beautiful. It's amazing. I already know where the one is. You do know where the one is. This is your song. You created this. So, but when I'm looking for the one, my first step is usually always to first start listening to the bass. I'm usually like, okay, where does the bass feel like I'm home? I'm gonna go venture out and then I'm gonna come back home. I might go to the store and come back. You know, like there's sort of like one note that feels more prominent. In this case, your bass ain't handing it to you on a silver platter. It's kind of dancing around home. It's like I'm out, I'm home, but I'm on the porch. You know, I'm home, but you know I'm in the garage in the man cave. You know?
I'm not in the living room.
That
but,
part.
You know what I'm saying? I'm on the property though.
Yeah, not that part. Okay, so when we don't have it just handed over in the bass, our next prominent melody, which either could be a synth or a guitar line. In this case, I feel like it's your melody. It's the vocalist melody, which is usually like the fourth thing I look for. So I usually start with the bass, then I'll go to like whatever like the most prominent melody is. It's not the bass, but it's like a big hooky thing. And then I go to the vocalist. So with that in mind, listening a little bit further, we're going for the one. I'm going to ask you to sing me the one in a minute.
Okay.
Who gon' love you like I love you? Who gon' touch you like I touch you? Who gon' fold you like I fold you? Baby, you know just how I do.
Why did you just make me think so badly about folding?
Come on.
I was like, okay, lyrics.
That is the intent of the record. That's the
Freak,
intent.
you got me like twisting my curls over here.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So da 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 da. Which note feels like home? Feels like the dough? Feels like the one for you?
Ooh, on the first one. Who
It's
gonna
actually
love you like I love
you.
you.
That's the one. So
I'm inside of it, and then
you
come
are.
to the okay.
And so if you think about it, even in the do re mi ideas, mi re do re. Oh, sorry. So I can't even do it with solfege. 5 4 4 3 3 4 1. So then we ask so that now we know where the one is. So the next question is always, is this major or minor? So we want to guess that. Now you're an instrumentalist. You probably already know.
Yeah.
But if we know where the one is, then we would just sing the major scale and the minor scale and pick which one goes best over the track. So I'm going to press play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So which one sounds better to you?
I think the second one I liked a little bit cooler where you were.
Okay. 1, 2. So the question is, do I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
Okay. The major.
Yeah.
So
so listen again. Listen at the I'm gonna sing it over you, so I know it's distracting, but we're gonna try it. We're nerding out. Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so in my opinion, it's in minor. Now, there's such thing as a relative minor. Have you heard of this concept before?
Of course.
Okay, so in some cases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 also works perfectly.
Of course.
So if this was a 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ooh, gonna love you like I love you. That would be the 1. And then this would be the relative minor.
That's right.
So all the other notes, all the same notes in the scale would be sung, but it would then be a minor scale.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's the exact same notes, but we're just choosing a different one, a different do, a different home. And that changes the whole quality. So why do we even ask all these questions? Like, what's the point? So for me, knowing how to find, I mean, in this case, let me lay you down. There's no harmony. You don't really need.
Yeah.
But if I was a guitarist, if I'm a horn player and I'm going to sit in with you, if I'm another singer and I'm going to ad lib around you, it is very supportive for me to know, okay, I know where his 1 is. I know that he's in minor, and therefore I can jump in that key, and it doesn't actually matter what note, like what letter the key is.
Absolutely. Right.
Anyway, let's listen on. Let's enjoy some with me not talking throughout. Woo, come on.
I'm playing
Baby, yeah, you just sing it. Come on now. Let's hear it from the man.
Fold you like I fold you. Baby, you know just how I do. We gon' go the extra mile. Ain't had it like this in a while. Want it right here, right now. Baby, let me lay you down.
Y'all.
Let me lay you down.
Ian Von Music, y'all. Go and get it, y'all. Okay, so y'all can follow him at Ian Von Music. You just heard a very small snippet of his mastery. He is an R&B crooner to the core. I'll never forget meeting him. When did we meet? 20 years ago?
It's been a minute. Yeah.
We met a long time ago.
Yeah.
And you've always been.
Nah, it's, I always think about it and big up, like, to my brother Fight Brand. Like, we met, I mean, it's been like definitely like 15 years or something like that. And it's been such a kinship, I love that guy so much. And I learned so much working with him. And Honey comes in the studio. Oh, Honey's this, Honey's that. Honey comes in, she helps us write a song, and she's just coming in with all her knowledge. And it was just such a great, a great relationship that we built during that time. And it's just been love ever since. So, it's all love.
All love, always. Yes, absolutely. So I appreciate you coming on today. I hope that you enjoyed analyzing your song a little bit. I would love to just dig a little bit further for a couple more seconds.
Let's go.
Before it's all over. So another thing I really like to do is actually analyze what is happening with the bass. And that's going to give me what
I think we froze.
chords for the 7, 8. If that's our 1, I feel like we just had a little glitch. Did we have a little glitch?
Yeah, little glitch. There we go.
Did you just freeze? Did I just freeze for you?
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. Okay, cool. So if we know where our 1 is, so then my next question is, can we count and guess where the bass notes are? So just listening at those 3 or 4 notes that the bass is hitting, let's see, can we name them? This is our 1. That's the first note. So if this is the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it starts on the 6. 6, 5, 1, or 8, because 8 is the same as a 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 is the next note.
I've never applied this way. Wow. Okay.
It's fun, right? It's nerdy, but it's just I love discovering. Ooh,
Yeah, it's a cool tactic. Yeah. Yeah.
To the 5, to the 8, to the 4.
Uh-huh.
So when I go play with a band in another city that I've never met, I'm meeting them for the first time on that day.
Yeah.
I could be like, okay, so it's in G minor, and it just goes 6, 5, 8, 4, and this is our tempo. And
love it. That's like, that would be such a easy. That's a problem solver, like on so many different levels.
Yes,
You never know who you're playing with.
Singers coming to sing backgrounds for you.
Yeah,
you'd be like, okay, you actually start on the 4, you start on the 7. And then they can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is my note. And the other person can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 7, 4, 7. And then they can sing those notes together. And they know they're starting now.
I love this. I love this.
I love it too.
Yeah.
I really geek out. Yeah, I'm here for it.
That's sick.
Yeah. So now let me just listen on a little bit more. I want one more quiz before we say goodbye.
Okay.
Okay. How about who gonna fold you like I fold you? That's your melody, right?
Yeah. Who gonna fold you like I fold you? Yeah.
Okay. So what is the note on the who? If this is the one.
Okay. That's the 4.
5.
Oh, it's 5. Okay, I'm right there. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm right there. Yeah. Yeah. 5. Yeah.
So if that's the 5.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Okay. So now we know you got this. So now we know the 5. So what are the rest of the notes of that line?
Who gonna fold you like I fold you? 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7. Where am I going there? Who gonna fold you like I fold you? Baby, you know just how I do. So then I go back.
Come on, y'all. You hear this voice out?
It takes me back. That takes me back to the 1, but
okay,
I'm confused in there.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you for sharing that, because this is a very common, if somebody didn't grow up in this numbers game, I want people to not feel intimidated by the process. I want people to feel like, okay, cool. Let me go and find it.
Yeah.
All right. So we start on the 5. Who? So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who? And then I usually see like stairs, like a staircase.
That's
so
what
I
I'm
might
picturing.
I might point at the stair, right? So I might be like da 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 da, right? 5. If I go up to here, that's a 6. The next note is also a 6 because it's the same
half
note.
note. Half note.
Da, da. And then we're back to the 5. Da 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 da. They're all the same note. It's literally just 3 numbers, but we have this creative melody that evokes emotion just using 3 numbers.
Yeah. Wow.
Because
this opens up so much in my mind. It opens up so much because, again, how I learned, at least the reading that I did, and it's been 25 years since I've actually read any street music. But when I did, the way you just described, when I'm thinking of a whole note to a half note,
right,
going up, so as a stair stepper. But I'm not. So now with the numbers, it's a similar concept, but obviously it's a little bit higher range. It's interesting. It's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
So tell me this, because you play guitar, right? Do you also play keys?
I mess around. I can make you think I can play keys, but
okay.
I can make you think I can play keys. If I'm writing something, I can pad, and from a writing standpoint, I can't play to perform, but I can definitely write on keys for sure.
Okay, same here. I can play to like teach you a scale, but I'm definitely not the one who's like playing chords and singing songs, because
I just know so many elite musicians. I'm always like, you hear this? This is what I want.
Yeah. Okay, so how did you learn guitar? Was that also ear training? But I heard you say that
100%
you used to read.
So I read bass clef from playing the trombone. So totally different than this treble clef, right? So when I was in choir, they were trying to teach us treble clef, singing. But honestly, I have a masterful ear. So if you play it for me, I can just mimic it. And I never read, I was just singing and I can just mimic whatever I hear because I can hear it.
Yeah.
And then, I started playing guitar later, but I picked it up and just started playing on my own. I literally just, picked up
Just
some
start
things, watched
noodling
guys
about.
play. Yeah. And I just play off strictly by ear. Like I've never, ever read a chord. Well, I have some books now, but I didn't grow up learning how to play, reading any chords or like that. I literally was watching people's hands. I'm like, why are you doing that? Let me show me that little bar. And I just went
So you
with
just
it.
pick up little bits along the way.
That's it.
Okay. So you never did scales. You never did like
Vocally,
chord one,
vocal
chord two.
scales and all that. Well, I know how to play. Like I can play the scale. I can play like the pentatonic scales, those type of things. But I didn't learn that. Like I learned that over time. Like really just watching guys play. Oh, learn this scale. This will help you learn how to solo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Right.
okay. So that's how I learned how to do a couple of little riffs and that type of thing. But I'm more of a rhythm player. So
Right.
it's just, yeah, that's just how I picked it up.
Okay. Well, I can tell you something, man. Like, just if you are to rekindle your love with the guitar, if you ever did want to go deeper, there's a million ways that knowing the number system is going to support.
I can hear that, right? Even in what we're talking about, I can already see it. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really fun. Anyway, I appreciate you coming and humoring me, nerding out with me.
Yeah. Look, you taught me something. I'm so happy to, to jump on here and actually learn something. And now I can actually apply it real time. Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
excited. I hope that you start listening to music differently. And I would love to hear from you when you have one of these. Honey, what's the one? I think I got the one. Just call me in these random moments.
I love it.
Well, it's been a slice. It's been a pleasure, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go and follow him. I'm going to put his Instagram on the page for us here. So you could just, and by the way, you can go and follow his podcast.
Oh yeah.
Can we talk R&B? I mean, you've had some incredible guests on this show.
We've had some great guests. We're actually about to launch our 3rd season in the next couple of weeks. Big up. I think the first episode is Brian Michael Cox. So I'm excited about that. But we've had, so many amazing guests. I mean, from Jagged Edge, we had John B, we had Donnell Jones, we've had Eric Benet, Tidra Moses. I mean, so many amazing artists. Like if you love R&B music, check out Can We Talk R&B. It's so many. I mean, I think we're 55, 56 episodes out right now. So we've been working, man.
There's a plethora of good talk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys give it up one more time. Ian Vaughn, love you deeply, friend, forever and ever. And thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure, and I'll look forward to seeing you again. Make sure you guys are following him, and we'll see you next week, Wednesday, 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And what time is it for you? It's actually 2 p.m.
It's Central Time. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Much love, y'all. Thank you. And we out.